So hi Gaurav.
Hi.
Welcome to the Explore with Doctor podcast. In a different format, we are having a journey today.
Yes.
I think almost we have traveled together for last 15 years.
15 years we are traveling together, but
I think, let's go there.
so for me, traveling has started when I was a very young kid. Every
Right.
year he has to go get a LTC from a. There was an element of a purpose also
Yes,
to go
yes.
on a vacation, and it was more of an experience. We always say that to explore that country. Say that one thing: make sure that you go out with your wife either on her birthday or your marriage anniversary.
We want to listen from you. What role does travel play in your family life?
A lot. Lot of people. Whenever I meet a young couple or some
Fires. Okay. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Mountains or oceans?
mountain, I think I would like to request everybody. If you find any such person in your life who has the same kind of a chemistry.
So much. Good afternoon, friends. So I'm here with another fresh episode of Explore with Doctor podcast. You all will agree with me that travel and journeys have become an integral and almost essential part of our life. And this element of our life deserve much more attention and much more focus. The travel is not counted by the number of countries you have visited or the number of states you have visited, but it is enriched by how you meet people, how you converse with people, and how you gain some important perspectives during your travels. So the travel, and we come with these episodes by bringing various people from various walks of life who have traveled in various ways. Some people have traveled conventionally, some people have traveled differently, but believe me, travels have shaped each and every one of them. And these elements of shaping your personality makes the travel great. And today in this fresh episode, we have something exclusive for you. We all know a person who is an entrepreneur, who is a mentor for so many business people, and who is also an investor. But behind that, what I am presenting to you today is his face of a curious traveler, a keen observer, and a wonderful explorer who has traveled to number of countries, maybe more than me, but most important is that I have the privilege of traveling with him for last 15 years in various ways to various destinations. And he is none other than Mr. Gaurav Singhvi. And Mr. Gaurav Singhvi, you all know from BNI, Corporate Connection, and so many different organizations. But the most important is that he is a wonderful, wonderful, eternal traveler. His soul is eternal traveler. And I'm presenting to you Mr. Gaurav Singhvi. Let's talk from him about his perspective on various elements which shape the travel component of his personality. So hi Gaurav.
Hi.
Welcome to the Explore with Doctor podcast. In a different format, we are having a journey today.
Yes.
And so most people know you as entrepreneur, investor, mentor, a tough negotiator, and so many other ways. Okay. But I'm going to take out something interesting out of you. That deep inside, there is a curious and eternal traveler. Okay. And I know it very well. I think almost we have traveled together for last 15 years, and those 15 years in some or other form, we have always, we were like craved for more and more. And like whenever we sit and we think like, let's go there, वहाँ चलते हैं, वो बनाते, ठीक है, सब तो नहीं हो पाते हैं, but lot we have done. Okay. So I'll start with this. आपकी इस travel journey में कब आपको ऐसा लगा कि जब travel is no more simply vacation, but much more than that?
So, I think, Dr. Saab, it's almost about, 15 years we are traveling together. But for me, traveling has started when I was a very young kid.
Correct.
Because my father was in bank and he had every
Right.
year he has to go get a LTC from a bank, and we used to travel. Those travels were primarily in India. And that time we used to go more of the pilgrimage places or religious places and all of those places. But every year there was a ritual of going to those places. So in that also there was not an element of a vacation. There was an element of a purpose also to go as a deity to go to that religious place or something like that. So there was always from the since beginning there was an element of extra than vacation or more than vacation. That has primarily in the childhood was religious. But I think, after we got married, my wife and myself, and then we started exploring things. Primarily it was vacation, but then we went out of the vacation also and other countries and other things. But I think more importantly, the travel which we have done in last 15 years has become more than a vacation, and it was more of an experience. We always say that we are going in that country to explore that country, to know the culture of that country, to know how the people are living in this country more than the physical monuments or the buildings of that country. So I think that is the thing. It's a completely journey which has transited from a vacation to a travel.
And I know very well that you have traveled in the whole spectrum. You have stayed in hostel. You have stayed in 7-star hotel and everything in between. So this is the beauty of the travel and the person who travel wonderfully, because they are comfortable anywhere as far as this is giving you something interesting. This is giving you something new. So these type of travelers are actual explorers, potential explorers or actual explorers. So tell me one thing, kis journey ko you consider as sort of transformative in your, like in some or other way, it helped you in transforming something in you?
No, so, if I talk of a journey, certainly the Trans-Siberian journey which we had from Vladivostok till, Irkutsk, which was a very interesting journey. And I think that entire trip, because we were in Korea in that trip only, and we were in Japan for a very short period of time, and then we went to, Russia. So all of that, and in Russia also we started from Vladivostok and we went till St. Petersburg, which was the last end of the, in Russia. So I think that really, because in that multiple cultures were there. A country which is highly humble, human beings, which is Japan, to a country where, you have to really put an effort to be making friends and to converse and everything. So I think in one journey I could see two extremes of a human facet.
True.
So I think that was a very interesting.
Very true. Over the time, almost it must be like active traveling. Of course, I appreciate and I very much give value to those your LTCs and domestic travel. But over the time, say 20, 30 years or 35 years, whatever time, how it has evolved for you, the travel? What you were doing earlier, are you still doing those? या कुछ उस तरह की अभी नहीं है? Travel has become little. Are you doing it in a different way?
So, if you ask me, as an individual, I'm an explorer.
Correct.
I love to explore things, and which probably those complete desires are fulfilled when I travel with you, because you are equally an explorer. So we are open to do everything. We can stay in some hostel kind of a setup also. We can stay in some premium properties also.
Correct.
At the same time, but I think what I have learned when I'm traveling with my kids, I take care of the priority of those. What are their likings, what they would love. When I'm traveling with my wife, I know that she likes to be little more comfortable environment, little more luxury and all of that. So I take care of that. So it has evolved in multiple ways. But if you ask me as a Gaurav Singhvi what I wanted to do, so I wanted to travel for an entire 6 months in a caravan.
That's your dream for quite long time, and we will do it very soon. Very soon means like not immediate, but yes, we'll do.
Yeah. So if you ask me what gives a kick. So I think that will be, taking a caravan for 6 months and traveling across Europe.
More explorer. So I always say that the travel journey has the spectrum has 3 elements. It starts from a tourist, everybody, we start that. We go to Singapore, we go to Dubai, we go to Malaysia, and we click the photograph, we click the selfie, family with us, there's that, everything. And some amusement park or some like shows and all that. Maybe the cruise part also comes in that. Then you become a traveler. If you continue that and you continue to evolve, you become a traveler, you go more deep, you immerse in that. And I think that's the natural extension. And third is what Gaurav is now, I can see, is the explorer, where you go into uncharted territory, where you go, you meet random people, you talk to random people, where you observe people, talk to them, and maybe sometimes you make a long-lasting friendship or long-lasting business interest also sometimes. So I think that is the beauty of being a traveler throughout your life. And Gaurav, I know you are not only a traveler, but I think you are also a lifelong learner. So honestly,
lots and lots of learning through traveling.
Yes. So both of us consider the world as one of the greatest classroom, honestly. And more you travel, more good student you will be, and more you will learn. That is what I believe. And every travel teaches you something
100%,
in some or other way. Correct. And there might be many examples. Do you remember any such example?
So there are multiple things, because I think what impresses you. Like, I will talk about Japan because multiple times I've gone. The humbleness of people, the courteousness of people, the way they are great human beings. They are concerned for others, and they will go out of their comfort zone to make sure that you are very taken care. So I think that's a great thing to learn from human beings, that how submissive they are, and what they bring to the table as a human being. I think that's the most important thing what I have learned. And the next, which I recently, because I think we traveled together in Argentina, and we were in Antarctica, and then when coming back, so a country where practically very rare Indians must be going.
Very
and
true.
There, when you are conversing people, then you are identifying the value system of people. You from distance you feel that they are different, but actually they are not different.
They are not
The basic, there are certain universal things which are also in existence there, and they also appreciate humbleness. They also appreciate being simple, family values, and we have seen. So one very interesting thing, I think I remember, I have seen that we got down to one airport, and there is a dadi, the grandma which has come, and some two girls, the two young, maybe they may be 20, 18, that kind of age girl. They came, and the way they hugged their dadi, and
they were crying
and they were crying in happiness, and all of that in Argentina looks to be not really very possible from an Indian lens, if you see. But when you see that happening, then you feel that the same emotion which we live in India is same, at a 16,000, 17,000 kilometer also exists the same kind of an emotion.
So I it reminds me that honestly travel makes you more tolerant, because you have seen, for example, here we eat with our hands. In America, probably they don't eat. In another country, they eat with their hands. So when you see, everything is normal for you. And who has not seen, it may not be normal. 100%. They may judge that, okay, ye hath se kha rahe hain, ya aisa ho raha hai. So I think it makes you, for example, like Argentina, as far as we cannot imagine that wahan pe kya human emotions honge. But believe me, I mean, both of us, that the human emotions are universal everywhere.
And what I personally feel, that more than being tolerant, I think you accept the things as they are. You don't judge, because I think you have, because unfortunately we've been conditioned to put people, places, things, activities into some box. This is good, this is not good.
Correct.
And put a judgment to that. I think when you travel across world, these judgments go off.
They become
irrelevant, because you understand that whatever this person is doing, there is a reason to that. There is a circumstantial, there is a emotion, there is a culture, there are multiple things.
There is background.
So you have no right to judge them by your own filter, because your filter is limited to your culture, your atmosphere, which may not apply to them. So I think that's something which you like, love, and it's good to meet so many great people. Across world, when you...
Even random people can be great.
Sometimes you meet some taxi driver in some country, and then the kind of story he tells you is also very interesting. So, it's very interesting to know, people's journey when you spoke to them.
And there are stories everywhere. Only thing is that you should have an eye to connect with those or to observe those stories. That is the beauty of travel. And more you travel, more refined eye you develop, actually.
100%.
Correct.
So I think I would like to add that when we were traveling, Antarctica, and in that cruise, there was a very small cruise, less than 90 people.
Correct.
But there was some extraordinary people, as a doctors, as a surgeons. They were coming there as a to help to team members, and they were helping. So talk to them and know what's their why. Why they are coming for 6 times, 7 times. One was there for about 15 times in in Antarctica. Correct. And they are serving from in their own country. They have a very large setup, very good setup. They are very well placed. There is no reason for them to be doing it for a living. But they are enjoying this travel. They have attached a purpose to it.
Yes.
They are seeing Antarctica also every time. And the same time, they are serving to the people and all of that.
Correct. So actually, by traveling, anybody in any country can learn from anybody in any country. That's the beauty. Only thing is that you should go out, talk to people, meet people, observe, understand, and keep traveling. That is the most important thing. So if in one line I ask you, of course, we'll have a rapid fire in the end. If one line I ask you, what does travel mean to you?
Travel means to me exploration.
Exploration. Okay, perfect. Correct.
Complete exploration.
Whether it's people, culture,
100%,
landscape,
100%,
anything. I mean, but exploring.
Yes.
Okay. And do you enjoy going or exploring unexplored? Where nobody knows, you don't know what is there.
100%.
You have
gone lot of times we have done. We have done multiple
and I think because sometimes I plan, so for you it is always unexplored. Correct. I plan, for example, this.
Yeah, but I think now I'm quite comfortable, so those who know me, if I'm doing a business travel, I like to be having everything very particular.
Correct.
And even I'm somebody that the hotel should be informed before I reach there, that kind of a thing. I live life. But when I'm doing a excursion, when I'm doing a holiday, I am little, completely away from that. I am okay if I have to choose a hotel on the same day, if I have to change the plan on the same day.
You are brave. Because I've seen him staying in 6 senses, rather multiple times, and seen him actually comfortable in hostel of the Jeju Island. So
4th floor,
without lift. So that's and with good luggage, good amount of
because it was 28 days
from Trans-Siberian, and with packed, like both are vegetarian. So how much important the food is for you? Because we all are vegetarian.
For me, it's important.
Right.
For you, not. But for me, it's important.
No. So being vegetarian, I think there are challenges. How you manage? I know how you manage, but
I think now life has become very simple. To be very honest, if this question would have been asked 15 years before, I think things would have been completely different. But now there are multiple things. You get a vegan food everywhere. Indian is also available if you want. And then now fruits are available. A lot of other choices are also available in every culture. I would say that in every culture there are some things which are vegetarian and which you can very well eat, and then now ready to eat and ready to cook kind of things are lots of
positive changes have happened.
So now that barrier has gone. Earlier, I think some people would have not been able to, because some vegetarian or Jaini people would have not been able to travel because of this limitation. But I think this limitation has completely gone off in last 5-10 years.
And you are more fan of slow travel or fast travel? Fast travel means multiple countries, or maybe keeping yourself busy from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And slow travel is more relaxed itinerary or something. Both. Okay.
I will call it. I just wanted to tell you that in 2023, for my business travel, I completed 45 cities of India.
I remember.
And in that, when I entered in one state like Tamil Nadu, I will go 7 cities in a 7-day.
Right.
If I entered Rajasthan, I will go 5 cities in a 5-day. If I enter UP, I will go 8 cities in an 8-day. That kind of thing I have done. And that I can only do because I like it. I am okay with,
because you're comfortable.
I'm comfortable with that kind of a traveling. I'm uncomfortable with every night changing a room or hotel.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So it is not. It's more than a human or effort. It is more a psychological thing, mental thing. So I think I'm comfortable with that also, and I'm at the same time is very comfortable if I get a unbelievably extraordinary property and I have to stay there for 4 days or 5 days
doing nothing.
just doing nothing. I think that could also be a great thing.
Correct. How I know we all know that you have built so many your own businesses, other businesses. You've been an ace entrepreneur and everything. How the travel has influenced the way you do businesses or you shape businesses?
A lot. I can tell you that for me, the kind of work and the element of work I do, I think for me, the work-life balance is that traveling is a life kind of a thing. So the work is there, and I think I don't travel, for every 15 day or a 20 days or in a month, I will travel. I will find a way, maybe a 2-day travel, a holiday travel, or a vacation or something. So it has shaped me a lot, and I urge people that if you really wanted to grow in individually, not only business-wise also is required to travel, because Fare to chare, क्योंकि गुजराती में कहा जाता है, if you travel then you earn. So certainly that is there, but apart from that also, as an individual, as a human being also, it is great to travel. One should travel. I love that.
Correct. So how many out of all countries, which country has really impressed you as far as the business and innovations are concerned? People, yes, you have just told Japan is, well, everybody agree. I think majority agree. So from the innovation point of view or from the culture of business.
Lately, I think I was never so impressed with Singapore, but lately I am highly impressed with Singapore.
Okay.
In last 3 years, I get an opportunity to go to Singapore
many times.
5-6 times. Now I personally feel the kind of system, processes, the humbleness, and the business acumen also combined with, and if you wanted to have something extraordinary, or you wanted to eat in a South Indian restaurant also, so everything is available. So from a business to a personal life and a family life, I think I have liked as a small country, but Singapore.
But it's a very good prototype example.
100%.
Correct. What have different cultures taught you about leadership? Because you are everybody knows you are a proven leader. Okay, in your own sense and so many other ways.
Yeah, so I think I will not go by a country, but I will go by a by a direction. I think East tells you about more being hardworking, family values and all of those things, which are ancient, which are coming from last 2, 3, 5 generations,
Japan,
or from
India, Korea.
All of these, including China and every. So this talks about how education is very important in your life, how family life is very, very important. Marriage is a very important element of the human in this entire region of that.
The
then hard
institution
work,
of marriage.
and then so this is one portion. I think the Middle East, if I talk of, I will say the luxury is something which is prominent and which teaches opulence and how to impress people. If you go in Dubai or in those places, you find that, and I think the respect to the technology and other things are learned from certainly from the West. You would love to learn from those countries about these things, like Germany, the way they are having
even
the
discipline sometimes. So, Discipline,
certainly. In some things, more of a calendar operated thing, in a template way. How can you work? How can you grow businesses? With respect to the capital, I think because these countries are more of a capitalistic countries, so respect to the capital, raising capital, importance of raising capital. If you don't have money, you can build a very large business. I think you can learn from America. So that is there. And I will go to South also, because I've been to Antarctica and Australia and New Zealand also.
Right.
So I think there it teaches whatever you are. The most important is nature.
Correct.
Most important is to respect nature. And most important is nature. Rest everything is immaterial. So I think rather than a country, I would define it as
and everybody, so true, and so rightly you have put it. Actually, everybody, for example, every leader has a different leadership style. Correct. Similarly, every country has so many different messages or important learnings for you as traveler, as person, as business person, whatever. But yes, that's the beauty of travel. So, what qualities you find in the founders or business leaders who have traveled extensively, because you must have met both type of people.
So they are more open to the newer ideas. They are more open to explore. They are more open to cultural values and I think adaptability. So I think that is that. And for me also, I think this journey has traveled because when I was traveling only in India, when I first time went to abroad for a business trip, there were certain things which were like new things for me. I would not call a shock, but was completely different for me. And when you are a teetotaler, that also adds to certain things. You know, when I went deeper into that, then I realized that it is all okay. You know, you have to respect the culture. You have to respect that people come from a very different background. So for me, a founder or a person who has traveled more, I'll give a better marks to him in terms of everything.
Correct. Out of all the countries you have traveled, can you label a country as most entrepreneurial country?
That I will give India.
Okay, perfect.
I personally feel that no country,
because of our sheer requirements,
yes, the people, those who are enterprising, if you go to any cities which are temple cities of India, or you go to the cities like Bangalore or Surat like city, which is a completely a business city. So I personally feel the kind of number of entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurship and a blood, I personally feel no country matches India.
Perfect. Very true. Very. I completely agree with you. Which country or which society you will consider the most disciplined society?
Japan.
Yes, true. And best public infrastructure?
In a small country, certainly Singapore is one. But if you at large you talk, I think America has done a great in this.
Correct. And country you find the people are the happiest people, as a tourist or as a traveler?
I recently went to Bhutan. I think
okay.
That's
traditionally.
Traditionally, I think I would give the marks to that only.
Yes, agree.
And I could sense that also because I was there 8 days. So when you are talking to people, I find very less stress to people. There's absolutely
less requirements.
I think.
Yeah, correct.
And one more thing I wanted to share, that resources and happiness has no correlation.
No direct connection.
No direct correlation. I think so. If you are very wealthy and you will be happy, or people those who have more wealth will be more happy, or they have more resources, they will be happy. No, I don't feel so. It's completely, it has no correlation.
Yeah. Can you name one of the most underrated destination, which has a huge potential, but still it's not that popular?
I don't know whether people will be able to go or not, but Myanmar for us was outstanding. Bagan where we were.
I agree completely.
So beautiful. The entire pagodas was so beautiful, and even we went multiple cities in Myanmar. I think very less people must have traveled.
We were really lucky to able to travel. And yes, I agree with you 100%. And any destination you consider as overrated?
There may be a lot of. I think that has people are going there because of the convenience, because of the cost effectiveness and all of that. So I think that's individual thing, but I would not read.
Okay, out of India, any good food destination? For foodies. Thailand.
Offers unbelievable.
Okay, even for vegetarians. Even for the vegetarians. Because I believe international tourists are coming, so it caters, and of course, a lot of Indians are coming.
Lot of so I personally feel that yes, certainly. And then second place is UAE, where you find a very good food. You get every kind of a food.
Yeah, every kind of food. Almost, like a global village. A country with the strongest work ethic.
I think again Japan.
I think outrightly. Yes. Correct. And country that surprised you most?
Recently was
I'm sure.
Morocco is one, but I think there is one country which surprised me a lot, where I found that in a very different way. So Cambodia. In South America, Colombia is one country which we have always heard as a different story.
Yeah, because of the drugs and all that.
So I never thought that it will have such a good infrastructure and it will be a good tourist place also. So Colombia certainly was a surprise to me, and that is one country which I never thought that it will come up so well.
So for the benefit of audience, let me tell you countries we have traveled together. Okay, Mr. Gaurav Singhvi and myself, we have traveled together. Started from Cambodia, 2011. Then Japan, first time. We have traveled Japan 3-4 times. Then New Zealand, in between Malaysia. Then it was Philippines, Vietnam, South Korea, and of course Russia, the Great Trans-Siberian in 2014, when it was so difficult to book that. It was really difficult.
Now it is easy because of you.
Yeah. So yes, I planned, and my article also published in the Lonely Planet magazine, and it was like at that time it was really rare. And after that, Netherlands, Iceland, Belgium, Egypt, yes, and many of them with our family, with our wives. Spain, wonderful Spain, 2 weeks with all 4 of us.
Outstanding.
Yeah. So then we went to South America, Peru, Argentina, Amazon jungle, Antarctica, Colombia, of course US. We went together, Canada. So the list is endless. Actually, honestly, list is endless. France. Myanmar,
Germany,
of course, Germany. yes. So like this is our Belgium. Yes. So I mean, you can imagine like how much we have traveled, and so how much we know each other, and how much we synchronize with each other's thoughts regarding travel. Okay, one country or destination which you will recommend that everybody should visit once.
So for me, the list will be quite long. So I will not name one country, but I think recently where I traveled to Bhutan, I think for Indians, those who are looking for a more affordable kind of a travel,
Correct.
Bhutan is very good country, and even Sri Lanka. I had a trip of 15 days in Sri Lanka, and that was also a very good for Indian travelers. Really, they can really go there. That also,
Correct.
and and if you. One country, I think I should be mentioning that I'm not so impressed with America because of my own reservation. So I was always thinking that Australia will be the same America. I don't know why. But always I had a thought that I will name. We recently, last year, we went for 28 days to Australia. It was an outstanding trip.
Correct.
The people are so good. The places are so well. The infrastructure is outstanding. The educational institutions there are perfect. Their unbelievable work-life balance. They enjoy, they celebrate a lot, their infrastructure. So I think that one country, and when unfortunately I've been there for 28 days, so I could go to really each and every city of, all the major cities of Australia I traveled. I think that is outstanding.
Correct. Very true. And just to complete the list, like I just forgot. So Antarctica is not a country. So Antarctica and the Greenland, that also we traveled together. So this is the thing. What has travel taught you about happiness?
Every travel gives me happiness, unbelievable happiness.
No, I am talking of how will you define the happiness after seeing the world? So I mean, like everywhere, variety of people, variety of countries. How will you define happiness?
No. So
define or something.
Again, I will say that happiness is a very, very subjective thing. Every individual is living in their own. I have seen a rickshaw driver or an auto driver in some village, some place, also being very happy. And I've seen some people at the airport, because I observe people. I'm sitting in a lounge of a business class lounge, and I'm seeing somebody who's also in their own way quite happy. So so I personally feel we can't generalize it. What is happening in your life and what makes you happy? I think that's a very, very, very individualistic.
Do you think there is any element where the travel has made you more grateful?
100%. Every time.
Can you elaborate on that?
Every time I travel, I say God that thank you for giving this opportunity for us to travel. Number one. Number two, the kind of resources God has given to us. When you travel world and then you see that the disparity is very high, people are not that well, and it's across geographies, across countries. Every country you can find people, those who are not well off. There are challenges for them. They are not physically well or whatever. So I think in every element we are grateful. Even grateful to when we complete our travel. Every time it's a ritual. We remember that yes, Nothing has been lost. Nothing has
Yes,
happened to
yes,
us. No
yes,
accident has
yes,
happened. No
yes,
major
yes,
problem has happened.
No
I
flight
think-
disruption has happened. Whatever,
Yeah,
yes.
but I tell you very frankly, now it's a very interesting thing. Very recently, I was traveling from Canada to Morocco, and you are aware
was
that
waiting-
my
I was
flight
waiting.
almost about 13, 14
Yeah,
hours.
yeah,
This may be, I think, after a very pretty long time
Yeah,
that I was
yeah.
completely comfortable.
correct.
I never bothered.
Yeah.
13 hours flight got late, and I not even a single time I got irritated. I felt bad. You know why? I personally feel now that is also slowly coming. If I would have been on a business travel, I would have completely behaved in a different way. I would have put an effort to extra book something or find a way to reach early. But I think, in traveling, what gratefulness is also coming. It happens with its own pace. Don't worry
Correct.
about it.
And no 2 days are same. So no two times
yeah.
are same. So it happens. And I think you become more tolerant. You become more full of gratitude. That is the beauty of travel. And I think that travel teaches you, without any formal teaching, it teaches you. So that is what you inculcate along
Certainly,
with it.
certainly.
Yes, absolutely. What role, I'm sure, you will have a strong answer for this, but what role do you think that travel play, but we want to listen from you, what role does travel play in your family life?
A lot. Lot of people, whenever I meet a young couple or somebody, I always say them one thing: make sure that you go out with your wife either on her birthday or your marriage anniversary. And in last 26 years, I maintained that every time.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Every time. I think one ritual changes everything for you. And I think I have seen, and a lot of my friends now started after listening to me, they started doing this. Travel gives an importance.
Yes.
If you wanted to say somebody that you are important for me, that means you are traveling with that. Holiday also tells, when you take family to a holiday, what message you wanted to say? I mean your time. I love this, staying together. We want to celebrate together. I value this. I think that message, that travel message goes your wife to your children. So in family life, that's what is more important. What you can't say, why? Not by words, by expression.
Yes.
If you arrange for a travel.
So it is almost essential.
Must.
Essential. For the family.
I have not seen any couple who are happy and and they are not traveling. I have not seen. I personally feel it's a most important ingredient of a happy marriage life.
I know. I'm the testimony. If you remember, last year we went for your Silver Jubilee anniversary to Greece, like a lot of friends, and the planning to execution and the vibes which we felt over there. That's the memory of lifetime.
Yes, because that's the reason. And that was the 100%. Reason we did not choose for a very 5-star kind of a setup here with 500 people. We chose traveling as a medium of that celebration,
Correct. What values do you hope your children learn through travel?
No, I personally feel that they should be open to travel. Number one. They should be, they should go and explore world in a more free-flowing way. And travel with objective is also important, like a business travel. And travel without objective, which is a leisure traveling, is also equally important. So I think I want that they should be doing both in their own ways.
Yeah. So I know you have traveled, across the world, variety of destinations, variety of ways and all that. What is top in your bucket list now, which you have not traveled so far?
So I think I shared that with you that I've not been to safari. Safari. Indian safaris is okay, but I have not been to African safaris. And I think that's the, Serengeti and Masai Mara. I think to start with, I wanted to do it in a very detailed way. And that's top in the
bucket list. Okay. If you are given, you could spend 1 month anywhere in the world. Where would it be?
New Zealand.
Oh, again.
Correct. I wanted to be just spending 1 month there without doing anything.
Right.
Without even mobile.
Oh, wow. That's also very interesting. And that's a bold statement. So I believe soon we will get the time, and maybe in a caravan, as you said, right? Yeah. Maybe in a caravan. Okay, wonderful. So this was, you can imagine a traveler can impress you. The Gaurav has impressed you. More you travel, more you will be able to impress to your wife, to your friend, to your employee, everybody. So I think we end this conversation with few quick rapid fires. Okay. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Mountains or oceans?
Mountains.
Perfect. Backpack or luxury lodge?
Luxury lodge.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Oh, very nice. Solo or family travel?
Both.
Perfect. Cruise or a road trip?
Both.
Oh, wow. Museum or a marketplace?
Marketplace.
Marketplace. I know he's a big shopper, unlike me. So, window or aisle seat?
I'll see it. 100% I'll see it.
Plan everything or be spontaneous?
No, so for holidays, be spontaneous.
Be spontaneous. Okay, wonderful. One country to revisit forever?
Japan, I've gone multiple times. I think the maximum time I've gone to Japan. But yeah, in my list, 2 countries are there which I would like to there. Austria and New Zealand.
And New Zealand. Okay.
Salzburg is a place which everybody must go.
Yeah. Correct. And any destination which disappointed you?
No.
Yeah, no. Because a good traveler will never say that.
So it's like a movie lover, every movie is great.
Absolutely.
Every travel is
Your
great.
favorite airport?
Changi.
Singapore. Your favorite hotel?
There are multiple hotels.
Which you remember most?
Yeah, so I think our stay, it's almost about 15 years before we went to Taj in Maldives.
Taj Exotica.
Taj Exotica, that was outstanding.
Correct.
I think that was a great stay, and fortunately we took the presidential suite also, so that also added to the
Favorite airline?
Etihad.
Etihad. Okay. And favorite local meal anywhere in the world? I mean, other than Indian.
So, I think in Thailand I find a lot of street foods, lot of things.
Basically vegetarian Thai food. Right. Wonderful. So super rapid fire, super long fire questions, and this is the beauty of travel and the power of traveler. Okay, and so he was Mr. Gaurav Singhvi. You all know by so many faces, so many events, so many performances on TV and otherwise. But yes, I caught him today as a traveler, and this was a wonderful experience, wonderful reliving my travel partner for so many years, and maybe for so many years more by God's grace, and so many destinations we have covered, so many yet to cover. But I think it is always speaking. This time, formally we were speaking, otherwise we speak informally in the flight, on the beach, in the restaurant, and sometimes we fight also, sometimes we agree, sometimes we agree to disagree, but this is all the beauty of travel and travelers. So thank you so much, Gaurav.
Yeah, but Dr. I wanted to mention one thing, that my traveling of last 15 years with you was outstanding. I think I would like to request everybody, if you find any such person in your life who has the same kind of a chemistry, you can share that, and if you can travel with them, I think that changes. If it can be your wife also, if it can be somebody else also, but if you find that kind of a companion, if you can find the person who can travel with you, nothing like that.
Thank you so much, Gaurav.
Thank you
so much. Thank you so much for joining in another wonderful episode of Explore with Doctor, and we look forward with many such travelers in future.